Okay, here we go. Day number 74 of the 90-Day Happiness Challenge. Whew. Congratulations for once again making it to today. And I really mean that. Congratulations for making it. You're doing your work. So, I am Matthew Embry, the Shamanic Happiness Coach. There we go. Always got to get that in. So, yesterday was great to be able to take that little break and continue to clean and modify energies and whatnot. I partook in that as well. Beautiful thing. The universe is helping me, so to speak, and that's how I'm framing it. Yesterday, when I went before the live, I went out to run to the store and grab some coffee and some coffee beans, and I discovered that somebody decided that they needed my catalytic converter more than I did on my vehicle, and so now it's in the shop getting fixed and everything. But I thought that was such an interesting thing because it required me to organize my garage. Interesting. So my old foundations are no longer supported, and the new things are coming forward. So I spent a lot of time organizing my garage, and I'm going to be grateful to do it again to continue and moving that energy around for this. And the reason why I'm actually happy for it and letting go of any frustrations or anything of that nature is that we're in flow. And when things like this show up for us, I can choose to feel like I'm a victim or not. In this space, 100%, I am in loving support of whoever decided that they needed that, and I wish for them to be free from suffering and all the causes of suffering that cause them to engage in these ways that do not support our fellow man, so to speak, or that create dysregulation. Though, I'm also here for the support of the universe because now, for getting maintenance on my vehicle, I'm getting a brand new catalytic converter, and my insurance is paying for it. Cool, we always have to pay our deductibles and everything, but I'm pretty happy about that, rather than having to pay for it all by myself. So, the universe is showing up in a lot of different ways, and the vehicle now, it's a Prius, so if you have a Prius, they be careful, the older ones. They are prone to this kind of thing happening. I never knew, so I'm getting protections on the vehicle. But anyway, my vehicle has like 120,000, which is nothing on a Toyota. But I was like, I haven't really done a whole bunch of maintenance, so this is a good thing just to have a brand new catalytic converter. So some maintenance is already done, right? I know that they last a lot longer than that, but anyway. So beautiful how the universe showed up for me and allowed me to reorient what I was doing in the moment. Pretty powerful stuff. It also allowed me to understand where I might still have some projections of lack in my environment. It's a beautiful thing. So if you're going through something that's dysregulating, like I said in a couple of videos ago, we will be going through changes, and life might be pulling the rug out from under us in certain situations, asking or demanding of us that we change, because the foundation that used to support us isn't there. It's gone, and if we try to continue using that old foundation, we will suffer. Okay, and that's choice, right? So a struggle or the movement through things, the growth, is not a choice. That's something that we're all going to be doing because we're expanding every day, and in every new moment we're not the same. The only thing that keeps us there is the illusions of the mind. And so if I were to try and use past foundations, I will struggle, or excuse me, I will suffer. I will suffer through that. And it will not be as freeing, and I will not be as in collaboration with the universe, and so will you. So understand where you are on your path. So today, for day number 74, we're going to recognize that our future is very important to us. And internally, maybe we've had a few shifts happen, or we understand that the support structure that's on the outside world might be in need of improvement. So we're going to dedicate a day to doing this. Try to get this done all within one day. It might take you a teeny bit longer, just with correspondence and whatnot, but be mindful that this should only take you about a day. So what we're going to do is recognize an area of our life where we feel like perhaps we're not as equipped, or it's a challenge for us, okay? It's a bumpy ride, so to speak. And it's being asked of us to show up and play bigger. And so what we're going to do is activate in that space, is say, okay, this is what I do, this is what I'm here to do, what I'm going to do, what life is asking of me in this moment. And so you're going to reach out to 5 people. So this is generally about your hero journey. If you're going to go to a smaller scale than that, like a current life assignment, then you can modify that as you feel necessary. Okay, it's going to be a shorter amount of time. But chances are the effects of this will last continuously, and you can utilize it again for your next life assignment. But this is mainly meant for the hero journey, okay? Totally up to you on how you want to take it. I'm not here facilitating with you right in front of me, so I'm not coaching you in that space, but I'm coaching you to have free reign, and I truly believe in you to be able to facilitate this for yourself. So we're going to choose something that we're struggling through, we think is difficult, whatever it would be. And we're going to ask we're going to choose 5 people of our support structures in our life, and we're going to ask them to treat us as if we are 100% capable of doing this. And that means, let me back up for 1 second. This means that as we're doing this, we're instilling for ourselves more accountability. We're creating connection. We are creating, we're allowing energy to move for creativity within the space. And in addition, we're also showing up in service, because you're going to ask this other person that you're asking to view you in a different light, to see if you can also do the same thing for them. So what I mean by this is, let's say I have a desire to be a painter, or I'm painting something. Maybe this is like life work, or maybe this is just a life assignment. So I'm painting something. Maybe it's a mural, okay, for downtown or something of that nature. And I'm like, wow, I'm really nervous. I don't want to mess up and all these other things. So I'm going to ask those 5 people to influence me in the following ways. And you can be more elaborate, or you can be more condensed, because this is up to you. But we want to talk about accountability, follow through, and the identifying when we have sabotage talk. Okay, those things in the mind that tell us we can't do these things and cause us anxiety or stress. And so I'm going to ask like these 5 people all the same thing to show up for me in the same manner. If there's a specific way somebody can show up for you that's not relevant to the others, then that's okay. And perhaps they have a better ability, or there's more direction with each person, and I'll get to that in just a second. Then go ahead and list how you've decided to ask them. You don't have to tag them in your post, of course, because you're going to share this and talk about your experience with those 5 people. And of course, the experience of delving into yourself. So again, we're going to be asking them to show up as if I am 100% capable of doing what I am set out to do. What by 100% capable means, yeah, I might have a few hiccups, but I have completely all the knowledge base, or the creativity, the excitement, etc., to be able to do these things. So that might look like maybe there's somebody in your life who constantly is asking you to do things differently, or giving you advice on changing things up. And those are very valuable people, because they are the ones that are helping you progress into the future. The universe is asking them to show up and trigger your shadow or help you change and whatnot. For now, you are going to reframe or reorient this and ask them to show up as if you are fully capable 100%. And so if you invite criticism, then ask, hey, is there something that I can change in this that you noticed? And so make that an initiative thing. So when you engage with this person, you could say, hey, if I do this, would you let me know? Boom. Okay, so that's an invitation for that. Other than that, if they're just somebody who is more concerned about trying to get your product perfected rather than theirs, then you can see how that shadow would play off. And that generally comes in unsolicited advice or something of that nature. And so initiating the solicitation of this advice preempts it and says, hey, in this one space, what can I do better, or do you notice me doing something differently? And this is not to say that you're not capable of doing it. You're fully capable of doing it. What you're doing is perfecting your craft in that instance. Now, another scenario would be role-playing, so to speak, what it's like for you to be in your new home. And so maybe you could be like, hey, can we schedule a 15-minute conversation where we just talk about how awesome it is that I'm in my new place, and we can describe it together and just kind of play with it and just storytell? Can we do that? And in this way, again, you're manifesting, you're creating memories that are there and that are going to motivate you to look forward. They're going to engage with your intuition and going to cause things to come to you, right? So it could be like, your new place, maybe it has a pool or an awesome backyard or an awesome kitchen or an awesome entertainment area, and you're like, gosh, you remember in July when you came over and you came over to my new house and we all had a great time cooking a meal together, enjoying watching this, and we played games and stuff. You remember that time? But what game did we play? And then you would engage them, right? And they would just go on. And so you're just role-playing back and forth. You're creating a future you in your mind with this person. So you're co-creating. Other person, what is something you're working for, or working toward, and I want to be able to support you as if you've already been able to attain it. What would that look like? So in this assignment, huge explorative possibilities. And if you do need help, of course, reach out to me. So you can find me on social media, just Matthew McLean, Shamanic Happiness Coach, drop me a line. And then I am technically on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Generally, I go to Facebook. It's just very easy. Instagram is also easy to interact with. But you can shoot me a line on any of those things and I'll still get the message. And then you could also just contact me directly. 775-800-4271 is my number. And you can send me a text message or call me. If I don't get to you, it's because I'm in a session or doing something of that nature, and you just leave a message, okay? And I get back to you right away. Then you could also send an email to matthew@shamanichappinesscoach.com, and I will follow back with you as soon as I possibly can. I check my email quite often. So, yes, I think that's it for today. Make sure that you guys are rocking it. You're having a good time. You're enjoying life. And reach out if you need help with this assignment, okay? I think that's it for today. Nothing else is coming through. So I will say thank you so much, and I will namaste you and namaste you later. Bye-bye.